Hello, I'm Rachel Weiser. This is Milano. We're both sitting here to talk to you about medical malpractice cases because when you hire Milano Weiser, you hire a team. I'm going to tell you a little bit about medical malpractice cases in general, and Jay's going to tell you a little bit about why a team is really important and why our team is particularly helpful in these kinds of cases. Medical malpractice is difficult. There are difficult cases to bring, and there are expensive cases to bring. They require that we prove three things for the most part. We have to prove that the doctor, nursing home, nurse, chiropractor, dentist, whatever medical professional gave you treatment made a mistake. We also have to prove that you were injured by that mistake, that you suffered some sort of pain or medical injury or psychological injury as a result of that mistake. And then we have to prove that the mistake was actually caused by, which is why I said as a result of, is actually caused by the mistake. In order to do that, we have to get experts. Ohio law requires that in order to file a medical malpractice case, you have to have an affidavit from an expert saying they've reviewed your case and they have determined that, in fact, you have met all of those three requirements. You need a particular kind of expert in every individual case. If your case involves a dentist, you'll need a dentist to review the case. If your case involves a chiropractor, you'll need a chiropractor. Our job is to find good, credible experts to review your case and to provide us with the information we need to not only present your case in terms of the fact that you've met all those requirements, but also to present your case in terms of the injuries that you've suffered as a result and how this has affected your life.
And I've become involved in these cases in the last 15 years. I've always been a criminal defense lawyer. I've always done trial work. I teach at Case Western Reserve University law students how to try cases. I teach lawyers how to try cases. But I've taken the criminal defense background, which for me personally has always been a background in science. I've always done cases where science and the law meet. And then I met Rachel, who was in fact my student at Case Western Reserve. Rachel, we began working together about 15 years ago, and she suggested if we're going to do cases in science, why don't we expand? There's really no difference in trial between civil and criminal, and do cases where science meets law in the civil courts, and that means medical malpractice. What generally happens is these cases are so complex, you need two lawyers working on them. So most of these cases, while Rachel does all the preliminary work, we work on them together because they are so complex. We at Milano Weiser take a very limited number of cases. We don't have a large budget for TV advertising. We're not looking to represent everybody. We're looking for clients who have particular problems. Sometimes those problems can result in a case. Sometimes the court can't fix what happened to you. But what we do represent to you is that call us. We will take a close personal look at what happened to you as a client, and what your needs are. And if we can help, we promise you we will. So please feel free, just call. You won't know if you have a case unless we start the process.